I got it back. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous that like I didn't include something and they're gonna reject it and I'm gonna have to do the whole thing again. So let's look. Together to move to the UK. I did the application for my visa the other day. It took like 45 minutes of entering every entry and exit date I've ever entered and exited a country for in the last 10 years. That was fucking annoying. And then I paid an exorbitant amount, over $1,000. That hurt for the NHS fee, which totally understand that is cheap for healthcare. I'm American, I know. And then I had to pay $600 for the visa fee, which that seemed, I mean, I know there's a lot of political stuff that goes into this, and that is a way for them to dissuade people from moving there. Totally get that. Didn't love it though. So we're driving to Portland tomorrow for my visa appointment to get my visa to go study abroad in the UK for a master's degree. So I'm in Oregon right now, but little known fact is I grew up in Portland, Oregon, which is like the biggest city in Oregon. But when I finished high school, my parents moved to a different city in Oregon called Bend. It is about 3.5 hours away from Portland. Oregon is a very big state, so if Oregon is like this, Portland is here and Bend is like in the middle, right? Big state. It takes like 7 hours to drive across for you non-Americans. But yeah, we're going to Portland, which is kind of fun because I grew up there. But literally I have no friends in Portland. All of my friends left Portland for college and such. There's no grand reunions happening, unfortunately. The only reunion happening will be me with Powell's books. So that's, you know, exciting at least. But yeah, I'm excited to get my visa stuff done, but always nervous. Like whenever you apply for these student visas, you know, at least I try to go in really prepared, but you never know if there's like something they're gonna be like, oh, you don't have a copy of that? Never mind. Forget about it. You're gonna have to make a whole new appointment, come back, blah, blah, blah. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen because this visa process was way easier than the Spanish one. The Spanish one, basically, you had to get like, you know, what do you call it? A background check, and then you had to get the background check like notarized basically by the government. It was a disaster. Then I had to fly to San Francisco and then drive to Seattle to pick it up. So this one isn't as hard. I do have to go to Portland, so that's a little annoying because whereas for Australia it was all electronic. Like I didn't ever see a physical visa besides just a confirmation online. So yeah, excited to do. So tomorrow we're leaving at 8. Should get to Portland by midday, and my appointment's at 1, and then we're staying at a family friend's house, and my brother does live in Portland. So see my brother, see a family friend, and do some shopping. Important agenda note is the Nordstrom anniversary sale is happening. So we may or may not be hitting the Nordstrom anniversary sale because my wardrobe right now, my wardrobe is like so bad. It's all just backpacker clothes. Like so not ideal for London weather, for London vibes. I don't want to bring too much to London because I know I'm gonna get there and like immediately fall in love with the style and like want to buy everything. But I also need to come like slightly prepared. I'm hoping I can get a trench coat. Yeah, a trench coat would be great, and maybe like a pair of rain boots. In terms of packing for Portland, I'm only going to be there for 1 night, so we're going to keep it pretty darn simple. Basically, my packing strategy is as follows. Pile things into just like this enormous kind of blob, and then stick it in the bag. Morning of, getting ready to go. It's very early, I'm very tired. Okay, we're in the car, heading out. classic Portland backyard greenery. I already forgot something. Apparently you have to print out the email confirmation. I printed out everything else, of course. So now we're driving to a FedEx. Did it? Took about 5 minutes. They just took my fingerprints and gave me a document. Now I just have to print out one more thing, sign it, and then send it at the UPS in the next few days. And then I think you get it back within 3 weeks or so. Okay, now we're headed shopping. Important things. Well, it's the next morning. I'm tired, I didn't sleep well. We're going to head back to bed soon. And I need to send off all of the documents in a shipping thing, and it has a return envelope in it as well. And it includes my passport, the page that I got from the appointment because they took my fingerprints and took my photo, and then they gave me like a stamped page, and this random checklist that I also have to include, which is why I'm sending it now. I didn't have it with me to send it like right after the appointment, but it says you can send it within 5 days of the appointment. Yeah, so let's hope I didn't fuck this up and that I can actually move there. This is me organizing all of the documents because there's a lot. It says to put them all in paper clips. So that is what I shall do. Okay, driving on over. I got it back. I'm so excited. So let's look. It had all of my documents in it in this nice UPS envelope that I paid money for. Let's see, here's my passport. It even has a little thing, attention returned to wherever. And here is my visa. I don't have any pages left. Okay, let's see what I can show you. There it is. Exciting stuff. Wow. Okay, it says student work limit 20 hours, no public funds. So I will not be taking money from the government. I will be using the NHS though, because I did pay for that. So how did I apply for the visa? Let's go through. You can find all of the information on like all of the gov.uk websites. I'll link it below. And it was a little bit unclear. Like there wasn't just one page that was like, you need XYZ documents, you know? Like I kind of had to piece that part together, and that was frustrating. Okay, but basically what you need to apply to get a student visa is your CAS number. If you don't have your CAS number yet from your university, you can't get the visa yet. So don't even bother if you don't have that number yet. LSE sent me that number in an email, and I printed out the email that had the number in it, and I included that. I included copies of my passport. I included my birth certificate. I included my bank account. So this is a big one. That is a big barrier, obviously, for a lot of people. You have to have proof of funds. And that basically means that you need to prove you can pay tuition and support yourself living there for a year. So that's basically like tuition and a certain amount per month. So for London, the amount is higher. For other cities, it's lower. So you have to have a bank account with that much money in it or proof of student loans. Oh, I also included the first page of the visa application. So when you're applying for the visa application, you do an online form and you fill out, it took like 45 minutes of like all of your past travel history, where you've lived before, yada, yada, yada. And I included that page. And and it said I paid it. Oh, the fee was actually $646 US. And it's just like basic information. So I included the first page of that, but I included the appointment confirmation that is stamped by the like on-site person, confirming that I gave my biometrics, which was my fingerprints and a photo. I also included this checklist that they give you where it like has all of the things, but it's actually not that. Yeah, there's a checklist that I included in the UK visas and immigration thing. You can see this checklist. And then there's this checklist here that I got at the appointment place. Or no, I didn't get, they told me I need to print it. It was on their website. Yeah, so it was just like a bunch of kind of random documents. And I just sent everything in plus more that I could think of, because like always better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, then I sent that in via UPS and I included a return label, right? Because then they were gonna send it back to me. So I sent it to the visa facility with a return label to my address. So I got it directly, which was nice. So I didn't have to go back to the visa facility, because you can send it back to the biometrics place, but for me that's a 3-hour drive away, so no gracias. But yeah, it's all ready, all sorted. I have my visa. Now I'm gonna book my flight. I'm gonna leave around September 15th. Exciting stuff.